Sabi ko na maiiyak ako sa episode na to eh. Natanong mo na ba sa sarili mo, kailan ba yung time ko? Lord, kailan ba yung turn ko? Kailan ba yung time na ako naman yung tatanggap? When will be my harvesting season? Kailan magme-make sense lahat ng nangyayari? Kailan ako magiging masaya? Kailan ako magiging mayaman? When will I make my parents proud? When will I achieve this? Kailan ko mahanap yung para sa akin? When will my time come? Alam mo, I started asking those questions nung nag-start na ako maging trentahin. In a way, para akong napagod and talagang kinonfront ko na si Lord. Tapos sinabi ko sa kanya, kailan yung turn ko, Lord? Kailan? Magtatatlong dekada na akong nag-work, magtatatlong dekada na akong nagpapapansin sa'yo. When will my time come? Kasi whether you like it or not, pag malapit ka na sa 30s mo, hindi mo talaga mapipigilan na i-compare mo yung sarili mo sa iba. Hindi mo mapipigilan na, hala, buti pa sila, nagawa na nila yan. Hala, buti pa sila, may pamilya na sila. Hala, buti pa sila, narating na nila tong country na to or nagkaroon na sila ng ganitong property. Wow, may car na sila. Tao ka, kaya normal na maiinggit ka, normal na ikukumpara mo yung sarili mo, not because you want them to fail, but because you also want success. You also want validation. You also want something for yourself. And hindi nga lang para sa sarili mo. Majority of your prayers, majority of your desire, alam mo namang para sa pamilya mo. So if you're feeling this way, if you're asking these questions, gets kita. I know how it feels. And the questions will not stop. It will keep on coming. So the goal is not for you to stop asking these questions. The goal is for you to be comfortable confronting the realities of your 30s. To get comfortable na mauna sila. To get comfortable to honor your own pace. Kung pagod ka ng maghabol sa life, ako rin. Welcome to the Trentahin Podcast. Stop chasing and start choosing. Yan ang mantra natin dito. Kaya naman, let's go! Simulan na natin to. Pwedeng nakatulala ka lang habang nakikinig. Welcome to episode 16 of the Trentahin Podcast. My name is Gold Ambas, your host. Thank you so much for being here. Grabe, episode 16 na tayo. Kita mo nga naman. I feel like yung 2025 self ko would not believe na kinaya kong gawin lahat ng mga ginawa ko since January. Because sa totoo lang guys, pasuko na talaga ako last year. Grabe talaga kasi yung shedding season last year. I mean, parang lahat talaga hinubad sa'yo, lahat tinanggal sa'yo. Matinding ego death siya talaga. When I say ego death, it's you letting go of your old belief about yourself, letting go of the need to prove, letting go of this image, of this mask that you're so comfortable putting up para lang maitago mo what's really happening sa'yo. And buti na lang hindi ako sumuko. Buti na lang hindi ko giniwapan yung sarili ko last year. Kasi kung sinukuan ko yung sarili ko when I started asking those questions na nabanggit ko kanina, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be shooting, filming, editing this episode 16 of the Trentahin Podcast and talk about my struggle, talk about my journey, talk about my story. And I don't wanna be this, figure or personality na grabe buti pa siya na figure out na niya lahat. Hindi. Up until now, I keep on asking those questions. Up until now, I still struggle. Up until now, I struggle with overthinking, anxiety. But I get used to it. Mas nagamit ko siya as a way for me to rediscover and mas makilala yung sarili ko. I don't know. Nung nagtrentahin ako, parang mas naging curious ako about life. Mas naging curious ako what's happening inside my mind. So right now, majority of the books that I read revolves around neuroscience, revolves around manifestation, reprogramming, subconscious. Basta yung mga yan. Kasi I think yung problem, lagi naman siya talagang part ng life. I mean, part ng life ang challenges, ang mga kung ano-anong pahirap or pain. But ang saya niyang ma-experience kapag inaaral mo or kapag nagkakaroon ka ng self-discovery na, kaya pala ako ganito. Hindi pala ito dahil nagdadrama lang ako. Hala, baka naging dramatic na ako or OA na ako. Hindi, te. When you're experiencing something, especially about your mental health, about anxiety, or about maybe feeling bad about kung nasan ka na ngayon sa buhay mo, valid lahat yan. And nararanasan mo yan because may kailangan ka matutunan or may kailangan ka maituro sa iba. Pinakang lesson ko talaga lately is enoughness. I think ang punot dulo ng lahat ng pagtatanong na yan, ang punot dulo ng lahat ng comparison, feeling bad about yourself, pressure sa society is the feeling of not being good enough. The reason why I ask this question is because I don't feel good enough. The reason why I compare myself to other people is because I don't see myself worthy and enough. That what I have is already enough. The reason why I'm anxious is because I'm focusing on what happened in the past or what will happen in the future, not recognizing that the present moment, all the things that surrounding me right now is already enough. And I know ang hirap niyang i-embrace. Because kahit na-convince mo yung sarili mo na enough ka, enough ka, enough ka, okay na yung meron ka, pwede na yan, maganda na yan. Still, when you go out, the whole world will tell you it's not enough. Diba? Parang left and right, when you scroll on TikTok or on Facebook or on Instagram, a lot of people will tell you to have this, to buy this, go and get here, achieve more. So parang di mo rin masisi yung sarili mo na kahit na kino-convince mo yung sarili mo na enough ka na, the world will tell you hindi pa. And you have to strive for more. Yun talaga yung ano ko, yun talaga yung parang struggle ko na parang, ba't ganon? I'm working on myself to feel enough. But ang unfair naman that when I step outside, parang outnumbered naman ako because parang sa 10 tao, isa lang ako na magsasabi sa sarili ko na enough ako. But you know what I realize? Enough pala na kahit isa lang ako out of maybe 10 people. Enough na pala yung boses na yun. Because the only voice that matters is my voice. I don't want this podcast na maging, ano ba, parang, okay, you're enough, or wag mo i-compare yung sarili mo. I mean, I just wanna maybe validate first na talaga i-compare mo. Talaga mafe-feel bad ka about what you have kung feeling mo left behind ka. And that's valid because I think yun naman ang purpose ng life, to keep on growing, to keep on evolving, to keep on achieving. We have to really accept na part na yan ng human design natin that we are wired to achieve. We are wired to go to the next level because kaya nga tayo binigyan ng ganitong consciousness eh. We have this awareness and consciousness of past, present, and future because we are really meant to evolve. We are really meant to grow. Alam nyo ba na sa lahat ng creature na na-create dito sa Earth, tayo lang tao ang merong sense of mortality. Ibig sabihin, tayo lang yung may awareness that we will die one day. So yung mga aso't pusa, mga halaman, or kung anumang species, wala silang idea na mamamatay sila one day. So that's why yung mga aso or pusa or even yung mga baboy na kinakatay, hindi sila aware na mamamatay pala sila one day. Wala yun sa consciousness nila. So that's why the way they live every single day is buo, present moment. Wala silang worries. Yes, meron silang survival instinct or meron silang fear. But yung fear is to just survive or to just eat, to just survive the day. Ang iniisip lang nila is, how can I survive this day? Wala silang fear na mamamatay sila 10 years from now or after 5 years or ganito lang yung lifespan ng aso't pusa. Tayo lang mga tao ang merong awareness na mamamatay tayo one day. So that's why it's both a gift and a curse because it's a curse kasi mamamatay tayo. Alam natin. Alam natin na hindi infinite ang life. But I would like to believe that it's also a gift because knowing that we will die one day, naghahanap tayo ng meaning. Bakit tayo nabuhay? Mamamatay din pala ako. Then why? Bakit pa ako nabuhay? Now, we give purpose to our life. Now, we wanna give meaning to that timeline of maybe from 0 to 80 years old. Ano yung meaning nun? Ano yung contribution ko sa mundo? Ano yung legacy na pwede kong maiwan? And sobrang na-amaze ako when I learned about that. Oo nga no? Siguro kung wala tayong sense of awareness that we will die one day, baka masyado tayong living in the moment. Baka wala tayong care sa may iwan natin. Baka wala tayong sense of connection or belonging. Pero dahil nga alam natin that we will die one day, now we're making the most out of our life. But again, it's a curse because while we give meaning to our life, we also put unnecessary pressure to it. We also put unnecessary expectation na kailangan by this age, ito na yung na-achieve mo. Kailangan by this age, ito na yung meron ka. Ito na yung relationship na meron ka. Ito na yung mga lugar na narating mo. And nakakabaliw! Nakakabaliw yun! Nakakabaliw, isipin, di ba? But that's why when you are in your trend tayo ni Ira, sometimes ang gusto mo na lang ay sana maging bata ulit. Di ba? Pag may mga moments ka na para kang bata ulit, nina-nurture mo talaga or tinetreasure mo talaga because once na nag-adult ka na, wala na yung yung parang walang pake. May pake ka na eh. And yun yung namimiss natin pag bata tayo. Kasi pag bata ka, di ba wala kang pake. Kakainin mo yung chocolate because wala kang pake kung tumaba ka. Maglalaro ka, magpapapawis ka because wala kang pake kung anong amoy mo or anong sasabihin ng ibang tao about you. But once na nag-adult ka na, nagkakaroon ka na ng pake. Nagkakaroon ka na ng pakialam sa sasabihin ng ibang tao. Nagkakaroon ka na ng pakialam sa judgment ng ibang tao. May pake ka na sa kung ano yung mga maa-achieve mo at this certain point in your life. That's why when those moments come na para tayong bata at kahit isang araw lang nagkaroon tayo ng time na magpahinga at i-let go yung mga pake natin in life, we really treasure that because that is a precious moment. That is a gift. So that's why I wanna tell you and reassure you na it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. It's okay to have that question. Kasi ako talagang, para lang aware kayo, I've been creating content since 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 23, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And then last year, parang sabi ko, Lord, give up na ako. Ayoko na. Parang ginawa ko na lahat ng pwede kong gawin in terms of content creation. Parang masyado na akong naging performative, masyado ko nang ibinuhos lahat. Sabi ko, baka dapat sumuko na ako. Baka dapat nasa ibang career na lang ako. I'm actually thinking of applying na a day job or a corporate job. I'm actually thinking of mag-abroad na lang ba ako or i-pursue ko yung mga global opportunities or mag-settle down na ba ako sa province. And then, dumating yung isang gabi na out of my commitment na mag-create ng daily content. As in, nag-create lang ako for the sake of creating. And I created a content about ang mga trentahin. Tulog is life. Because during that time, patulog na ako. Tapos, yun yung true to me that day na, okay, tutulog na ako, then I'll just create content about tulog is life. And then, inedit ko, pinost ko, and then natulog ako. And then, pagising ko, boom! Nag-trending siya. And doon na nagsimula yung trentahin era ng content ko. And that's the moment na I'm asking, when will my time come? That's the moment when I'm about to give up. That's the moment na susukuan ko na yung sinimulan ko 6 years, 7 years ago. That's why up until this moment, I keep on thanking God na buti hindi ko sinukuha yung self-call last year. Thank you. Thank you talaga. I mean, last January, I think yung follower ko sa IG is around 5K. And stuck yun ng 6 years. And then right now, magta-30K na tayo. Sa Facebook, ganun din. Stuck siya at 3K. And then ngayon, 71K na siya. Sa TikTok, it's the same thing. From 30K na, mag-71K na rin. And then sa YouTube na sinukuan ko na kasi pangarap ko rin talaga maging YouTube vlogger. Tapos ngayon, nagpa-fly or maraming nakaka-appreciate ng mga YouTube vlogs ko. And I just wanna thank you. So that's why, sabi ko na, maiiyak ako sa episode na to eh. That's why, when I thought of this episode, sabi ko, hindi lang siguro ako yung nagtatanong na when will my time come? Kasi, hindi lang naman kasi siya about being a content creator. Hindi lang naman siya about those followings. For me, it's beyond that eh. It's really me giving the best life for my family. It's me making my inner child proud. It's me creatively expressing myself. It's me inspiring and empowering people. Parang sabi ko nung 6 years that I'm doing parang napagod na ako because parang wala namang nakakarinig, wala namang nakakakita. But, finally, I mean, we're still growing but salamat sa inyo. Salamat sa lahat ng mga brands na nagtiwala na sa akin. Salamat sa mga nakikinig. Sa lahat ng mga nagsishare, nagko-comment. At nakaka-validate ng lahat ng sinasabi ko. Thank you. And above all, thank you, Lord. Thank you sa grace. Thank you sa nudge. And ganun talaga kung kailan ka pasuko na, dun ka niya tatapikin. Dun ka niya ina-nudge and i-reassure na. Sabi ko sa iyo hindi mo kailangang ikaw lagi gold Let God do the work. Ayan, sabi ko na maiiyak ako dito eh. Ginawang pamunas yung damit. But this is just me thanking God and thanking all of you who support me. Maraming salamat. And to the 2025 goal, thank you kasi you keep on showing up. Kasi minsan parang sasabihin lang ng utak ko na, sukuan na natin. Sabihin lang ng utak ko na, wag na, tigil na natin. Pero may inner power and inner will pa rin na tuloy pa rin, laban pa rin. And maybe that's the message that I also want you to embrace. Mas maging matapang ka, mas maging trusting ka na may mangyayari. It doesn't mean na you will keep on doing the same thing na alam mong hindi effective. But you will keep on adjusting, making yourself better, upgrading your skill set, learning about yourself, asking support from other people, and just keep on showing up even if the numbers are not showing up, whether it be sa ipon mo, sa promotion mo, or sa kind of relationship na gusto mo or you're longing for. Just keep on learning from it, growing, and then one day, dadating yung time na gagalawin na ni Lord yung baso. My life right now is far from being perfect. Ang dami ko pa ring struggle kung alam nyo lang. But I'm just so happy because I just have a good feeling that things are getting better. And yun lang naman yung pinagpe-pray ko na maging better lang. Yan lang yung measure ko of success lagi every year. If this year is kahit 10% better than last year, okay na ako dun. As long as may nakita akong growth, may nakita akong changes, kahit hindi external pero internally, if I started seeing myself differently, okay na ako, kota na ako dun. So if you're asking this question, when will my time come? Maybe the better question is, what is it that's in front of me na needed ng gratitude or ng appreciation? Because sometimes, when we started asking that question, parang feeling natin na yung happiness andun pa siya sa future. Not knowing na, oo nga no, may mga bagay ako that's already in front of me na baka natitake for granted ko lang. That's why feeling ko hindi pa dumating yung time for me. Because last year, yes, I'm asking question about when will my time come, and I'm longing for the success. I'm longing for the result that I want. But mas na-turn yung attention ko last year sa kind of support system that I have. Mas na-appreciate ko yung family ko. Mas na-appreciate ko yung true friends ko. Mas na-appreciate ko yung sarili ko that I can regulate myself. I can take care of myself. Mas na-appreciate ko yung mga totoong nagmamatter sa buhay ko. And when I started appreciating those people, those things that truly matters to me, doon dumating yung time na yung success externally nag-follow siya. Because pinahalagahan ko na kung ano yung meron ako. Maybe the message sa akin is, paano ko ibibigay sa you gold yung success na gusto mo kung ito ngang blessing na binigay ko sa iyo ngayon ay hindi mo pa na-appreciate. So when I started appreciating what I have in front of me and started seeing it as enough and complete, it's as if I made space for that longing for success to come kasi alam ko nang pahalagahan yung mga maliliit na bagay na meron ako. Kumbaga, marami pa rin tayong pangarap, marami pa rin tayong desires, aspirations. And it will come. We will get there. But right now, we're here. And here is already enough. Maybe ask yourself today, if nothing happened this week, if nothing changed this week, what in my life would still be worth appreciating? So ilista mo, or maybe start looking around, or maybe start looking at yourself in the mirror, and maybe start appreciating how brave you are, how courageous you are, how loving you are. Because when you start wearing that lens of gratitude, now life becomes abundant. Parang pag pinalitan mo pala yung lente na gamit mo, from the lens of lack to the lens of abundance, dun mo marirealize na, hala, enough pala lahat ng meron ako right now. The fact na nakakakain ka, the fact na buhay ka pa, you're still breathing, that's abundance in itself. So I hope wag mong sukuan yung sarili mo. I hope you never lose faith because your time will come. And baka nga dumating na siya. Hindi mo palang nare-recognize. So just keep on asking questions. Just keep on growing. Just keep on trusting God. And I hope you appreciate life more. Ay, yun lang. Maraming salamat for listening to episode 16. Thank you so much for giving this podcast 5-star rating on Spotify. And thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Maraming salamat for all your comments, your feedback, you tagging me sa IG stories, you sharing this podcast to your friends, whether trentahin sila or hindi. Thank you so much for your engagement. Thank you so much for your private messages. Nababasa ko pong lahat yon at kinikilig po ako. whenever I receive validation and affirmation that this podcast has helped you kahit sa maliliit na bagay lang. Maraming salamat. Sumainyo ang kagandahan, kayamanan at kapayapaan. See you sa next episode. Bye!